Allah, 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 Sultan Allah. يا ربي أنت السلطان. نحن عبيد. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله والشكر لله ولا إله إلا الله والله أكبر ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. دستور مدد يا سيدي، مدد يا رجال الله، يا سلطان الأولياء شيخ محمد نازم الحقاني. دستور مدد، مدد يا صاحب الإمداد مولانا الشيخ محمد الشام كماني. أطيعوا الله أطيعوا الرسول والأولي الأمر منكم. We are grateful to our Lord that grant us a magnificent night for such an assembly. الدين النصيحة. Religion is the good advice. So we are asking from support of Awliyaullah, Rijalullah, Mashaykhina al-Kiram to inspire us an advice worthy, an advice that when we implement, we reach divine satisfaction. It is difficult for servants to be trustworthy, to be keeping their engagement, and to be in the eyes of their Lord without failure whenever there is an amana that is given to them. How difficult it is. Sayyidina Muhammad Abdul Salatu Wassalam, his title, one of his many titles, because it is said that Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he has over 400 names and attributes that have been granted to him. Muhammad al-Amin, the trustworthy one, the one that whenever is given a trust, there is no possibility of failure over it. His heart, the crown of creation, his heart was the manifestation of purity, was the manifestation of nobility. His heart is on truth, on haq, and is the ultimate mizan. It's the ultimate divinely balance. And awliyaullah, whenever they put their gaze on the murids, on their followers, those that have been entrusted to them, the first quality that they will be looking for to uplift their disciple or their followers or those entrusted on their hands, because this is also a matter of entrustment. They look how you are trustworthy of receiving an amana, a divine trust, a divine deposit, a divine secret that is for every servant. Because these, whenever they give you a heavenly connection, then it comes not only with openings, it comes with a connection that give you what is beyond normal capability. Prophet ﷺ said about the believer, be aware of the believer, because he sees with the light of his Lord. Means his vision from the state of his heart, he can see what others don't see. He has the understanding and he has an intuition that common don't have. That is the sign of the believer. So means with Iman, as it grows, comes some unprecedented opening that make you to come out of the normal spectrum. When Allah Azza wa Jal described the servant that is pleasing his Lord, he described him saying, when I start loving him, then I will be the eyes that he see with, the ear that he hear with, the mouth that he talk with, the hand that he act with, and the foot that he walk with. And if he is asking, Allah shall grant. What a powerful tool to be given into the hand of untrustworthy servant. It's impossible. If your hand has divine power, means on your action there is a power that run from heavens, from Allah Azza wa Jal, that has entrusted you with that power. What can you achieve? Sayyidina Ali Karamallah Wajha, he could defeat by himself, uh, if it is not, we say 40, to be humble, he could defeat 1,000 men without effort. From a power that was open to him. So the Shaykh has a gift from his Lord by the opening that was granted to Prophet ﷺ, to also have a sight to look at anyone under his authority and beyond. So many realities, when the servant gets entrusted and given an authority, so many realities start opening to him. If he is not trustworthy, if you have the ability to read the heart within the heart of people, if you are not trustworthy, fully independent on shaitan and your nafs, what you are going to do? If we are thinking that we are free from the trick of shaitan, if we are thinking that we are free from the control of our nufus, every day I am hearing this one is saying, oh, I am a big wali. Another one is saying, oh, I am from the Abdal. Another one is saying, oh, I am from the Wuzara of Sayyidina al-Mahdi. Another one is saying, oh, Maulana Sheikh is inspiring me and talking to me. Tawbah, astaghfirullah. First condition of being realized is that it doesn't come out of your mouth. Whoever you hear saying anything alike, you ever heard Maulana Sheikh Nazim saying, I am Wali? He is Sultan of Awliya. His presence will change the nature of everything. Anything hard will become soft. Anything dark will become enlightened. Anything he was, yani, he was, his presence was carrying a manifestation from Prophet ﷺ that is not common. Beside that reality, never. Anytime he speak, he say, my Sheikh, Grand Sheikh. You ever heard Maulana Sheikh Hisham say, I am a Sheikh? No. He always say, Awliyaullah. We believe he's from them because we see the manifestation Maulana Sheikh Nazim so many times said about him. Being trustworthy is to keep our engagement with Allah. When companions came and they chose to follow Prophet ﷺ, they came and they put their hand in his hand and they made bay'ah. And Allah Azza wa Jal said, know that you are putting your hand with the hand of Allah. Because yadullah fawqa aydihim, over the hand that you are holding is the hand of your Lord. Keep what you have committed to. If you wrong your engagement, you have wronged yourself in front of Allah. Being trustworthy is so difficult because of our natural inclination of ego. It is so easy. Everyone has a weakness in his ego that can be triggered like that. This one, it is his stomach. This one, it is his privates. This one, it is his kibr. This one, he has vanity. This one, he has this. This one, he has this. This one is... Everyone has a gate that it is so easy for the shaitan to enter and to make you to fail. Maulana Sheikh, to give us a measure how difficult it is to make the way. He say, Awliyaullah, among the awliya, every generation 124,000 of them. Out of 1,000, they will be submitted to a test that shaitan failed. And out of 1,000, you are going to find more than 900 and some are failing among the awliya. What is our pretension? every moment we are asking to be someone in any matter. Ego doesn't. Maulana Maulana Sheikh Nazim, he said, don't underestimate its power over you. One breath left to it, he may take you from the right way and yani, have a victory over you that you are going to be lost forever. This is how it has been made, this entity. So that ego never accepting to silence. He want is is permanently saying I want to be, I choose, I intend, I wish, this is what I like, this is my taste, this is my thinking, this is. So the most difficult effort, Prophet ﷺ, Jihad al-Akbar, Jihad al-Nafs, said, the most difficult effort within the life is to hold that terrible beast that is within us and to silence it, so until the nafs start erasing itself. Maulana Sheikh Hisham, he was giving us a practice. He said, this is enough practice for you. If you sit and you listen all the claim and the desires of your ego, you are going to see that it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop asking. It doesn't stop wishing. It doesn't stop commenting. It doesn't stop complaining and promoting itself permanently. His whole essence is to exist in front of Allah, to be and nothing else. Because it has a supremacy into it. But we are never, Maulana Shaykh always, he was saying, you are not coming here to gain something. Don't forget it. He told us. Whoever is coming here for knowledge, whoever is coming here for makamat, spiritual station, whoever is coming here for zawrat, whoever is coming here for wilaya, this is not the place. There are so many coming. Oh, Sheikh, I came to you. I want to be a wali. Who is speaking? Who is asking to be a wali? It's the ego. What? Yani, wali is an uplifted station from Allah to his servant. It's an uplifted, and it is subtle, because everyone will say, well, you want to be waliullah, you want to be from the good friends of Allah. It is good to wish that. No, wish to be nothing, wish to be a servant. Say, Ya Rabbi, make me to be abd, a servant that surrender to your will, that is dead before his death. Even you wish to be taking me into the fire like a dry leaf, let me be pleased with it. How difficult. Who want to enter fire? You? Me? No. If we see fire, Allahu Akbar. And there is fire over fire. What Prophet ﷺ described, the state of achievement. Say, look at Abu Bakr. Al-Maut qabla maut. You want to know what is the death before the death? Look at Abu Bakr. He has no will. He surrendered to his Lord. He extinguished any claim from his nafs. And how he said about him, he compared him to a dry leaves. If it was going to be taken, he was going to be taken like the dry leaf into the blaze. You say blaze? What is happening now everywhere in Canada? Subhanallah. Allah protect them, protect us. Fire is terrible. He is not going to resist. But nafs is saying, no, I want. Oh, Sheikh, I want to be from Awliya. So many of them coming with this claim. Oh, Sheikh, when are you opening the secret to us? How many times we heard that? Sheikh, open. You have the key. We are looking up. Why you don't open the secret for us? Maulana Sheikh one time he laughed. This was in the 80s. Someone asked him that question. And he said, just before Challenger, space shuttle. You were a little bit young in the 80s. There was American space shuttle, Challenger, and when it was going, it burst. And then Maulana Sheikh was saying, you see this one, how it burst? How many engineers had to check before it was launched? In spite of their checking, there was a slight mistake. The whole shuttle blew up, rising, and killed everyone inside. And then he say to that one asking, how much you have to be verified before you are given your aman? If it is not verified, what will happen to you is nothing compared to what happened to this shuttle. Because you are not going to be connected to benzene and fuel and what they call that, what they put into this rocket. Hydrogen. You are not going to be powered with hydrogen. This is power of dunya. It is impressive for us. But compared to reality, it is nothing. They say you are going to be powered with a power that descends from heavens. And that power, if you are not verified, you are not ready, you are not certified, you didn't pass all the QC, quality control, specialist of quality control. If you didn't pass all the quality control, it will burn you, it will annihilate you, it will terminate you. Look, Allah Azza wa Jal, when Sayyidina Musa alayhi salam asked him, Ya Rabbi, let me see. It is a genuine claim from the highest prophet of his time. But it is a request from someone in existence. Prophet ﷺ didn't ask that. Prophet ﷺ served. Ask, what is my duty to you, O my Lord? And through his service, Allah Azza wa Jal sent him Sayyidina Jibril alayhi salam. Come to my presence, O my servant. You have been invited for Isra wal Mi'raj. No, Sayyidina Musa alayhi salam, he said, Ya Rabbi, let me see you. Allah Azza wa Jal, the Lord of creation, told him, O my servant, you cannot Look at the mountain. I am going to manifest my tajalli. What is tajalli? It's kind of a divine manifestation. It's an emanation from from beyond, that is descending from divine presence. Maulana Sheikh Nazim Qaddasallahu Sirhu always like to use this term, divine presence, to make the servant to comprehend that it is not yani something that you can comprehend. Divine presence. Yani tajalli is an emanation, is a blessing and a light and a power that emanates from a celestial source commanded by the Lord. So what we were saying, Sayyidina Musa alayhi salam, he said, look at the mountain. I will send on it from my manifestation, and it is said that the mountain has shattered. Not only in dust, it annihilates completely. The powder it shattered in dust, but the dust completely annihilated. There was nothing left from that mountain. And then Allah Azza wa Jal told him, you think you can carry? Who is asking to see? It's a high claim. To give us, Allah Azza wa Jal is giving us hint. He is giving us metaphoric meaning for the one that can understand. Being trustworthy, no prophet, no messenger among 124,000 are called Al-Amin. There is one. That's why all the prophets, all the messengers on the day of judgment will say to their nation, I failed. I made a mistake. I was I was under the trick of shaitan. I was under the trick of my ego, because every mistake shown for a prophet was either a trick of shaitan or a failure from their own self. One didn't, he saw magnificent wife of his general. Another one couldn't control his temper, got angry. Another one, when he was asked, didn't say it is from my Lord, he said it is from me. I can do. No, we are all saying like that. No, I can do for you. This we can say 100 times a day. No problem, I will do for you. For us, it's nothing, because it's the trading within this dunya. There is not anything we can do if it is not by Allah's support. But when we say we can, we have no conscience about Allah Azza wa Jal. We are in complete ghaflat, in complete heedlessness. So being trustworthy is something excessively difficult to achieve. That's why the servant is under scrutiny 24/7. Someone asked me the question, a day, 2 days ago. We had a visit of Sheikh Mehmed, how it is going to impact. I said every move has an impact to start. But I say we are on a path where everything is a training without exception. You are observed on what you do. You are observed on what you say. You are observed of what you wish. You are observed of what you think. You are observed of on what you intend. Every level of your being are under the observation, the surveillance of those on authority to see how is evolving, how is getting ready, how his heart is reaching to submission, sincerity, and he is becoming trustworthy. Everything. There is not a situation, like we say, you are under scrutiny 24/7. This is a training. It's not a training for Olympic game. Olympic game, you train, you can train 6, 8, 12 hours a day. This is a training for Tazkiyatun Nafs, for way of tariqah. It's 24 hours when you are aware, when you are not aware, when you are awake, when you are sleeping. And you are not watched on what you think. You are watched on every level of your being. Because if you are not certified, ultimately, there is no possibility to receive that key, otherwise it's a complete destruction for you and for others. How many you heard? This one, oh, Majdu. He lost it. He was from those taken. What happened to him? Enveilment. No? How many times you hear these stories? And yet, it's not a connection. Something was open to them. They lost the control over this world. They lost the connection over this world, and they became, Majdub, how you will translate that? Crazy of the Lord. They're crazy with Allah. They enter into a state. I many like that. Not fake one. Not fake one. That they are playing the crazy just to get money or to get the front chair. Many like that. Tawbah, astaghfirullah. So being trustworthy is something deeply important on the path of the quest, where there is a connection to reality. This was first requested from Prophet ﷺ, and it was unanimous among all the people of Arabia that he was the most trustworthy among them before revelation. And that was the gaze of his Lord guarding him, guiding him, perfected him. So we have to work on that. If I am going to be granted, how I am going to do? If I am going to be put, how I am going to do? If my sheikh asks me, how I am going to do? We are going to say, oh, shit. I didn't like it like that. Or I am thinking you should do in another way. I am not fully satisfied with what you say or what you gave. This we are not saying that one time. Our being is permanently saying it. Who has been taken, this question, who has been taken as a disciple by a sheikh? Any one of us? A sheikh coming to you, Ta'al ya Abdi. Today you follow me. We go on the quest. Very few. Very few. We came to their door. We are trying to hold to their door because we know the value of it. We are trying to be murid, disciples, but we are not the murad. Murad, the disciple that the sheikh is looking for to train that disciple personally. Because we are not eligible. In spite of any claim we have, we are not eligible. The sheikh might put you one test, you run away, you might even run away from Islam. Allah, Prophet said, be aware of the vision of the believer. They sees with the light of Allah. He knows your heart, He knows your character, He knows your weak point and your anything in you, He know how to deconstruct it or to fail it. Allah gave them that knowledge. Look, awliya, when they were on the way of the quest and they were following their sheikh, how they have been tried, how they have been tasted, how the sheikh gave them orders. And see, one he was working with Sayyidina Ghaus Azam Sheikh Abdul Qadir Jilani. And Sheikh Abdul Qadir Jilani looking his heart by the side of the mountain. And the sheikh told him, jump. Now your whole Sharia is going to come. Your whole kit of survival is going to come. Your whole rationality of fiqh is going to come out. All the madahib are going to come. Those you know, those you don't know, you are going to scrut on which madahib this is authorized to be asked to a person. And the disciple jumped. He was faithful to Shaykh Abdul Qadir, he jumped. And as he is falling from the mountain, he is thinking, what wisdom my Sheikh want to teach me? Obviously, Ghawth Azam was able to catch him and say, what a failure. You are claiming to have wisdom. You claim that you can understand. You have that takabbur of that you surrender and you want to get something. Ibadah for the Muslim might be a sin for the mu'min. Ibadah for the mu'min might be a sin for the muhsin. It is like that. What is at their level a simple thinking, for their state of excellency, it is not accepted. Also, Azam told him, you cannot be trusted. And Prophet ﷺ didn't authorize for that one to get his amal, just for that thinking. May Allah Azza wa Jal give us good understanding for honor and sake of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. إلى حضرة